U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday, November 27th, said his administration will work to permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover. Trump also said on social media platform Truth Social that he will end all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens, adding that he will denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. Trump's comments came following the death of a National Guard member on Thursday after being shot near the White House in an ambush that investigators say was carried out by an Afghan national. A shooter approached two National Guard troopers, Sarah Beckstrom and Andrew Wolf, and opened fire at close range. Beckstrom, 20, has died.
I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now. Her parents are with her. It's just happened. She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. That's horrible. As you know, the other young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully we'll get better news with respect to him. And the monster that did this is also in serious condition. Express the anguish and the horror of our entire nation at the terrorist attack yesterday in our nation's capital, in which a savage monster gunned down two service members in the West Virginia National Guard who were deployed as part of the D.C. task force, which has done such an incredible job. I mean, until yesterday, we literally had no incidents for many months. It was the safest place imaginable, and this is a different kind of crime. This is a really bad crime.
Authorities say the gunman, identified as 29-year-old Ramanullah Lakanwal, came around a corner and began firing immediately, as described by D.C. Police Executive Assistant Chief Jeffrey Carroll, based on surveillance footage reviewed by investigators. Other troops in the area rushed toward the scene, shot the suspect, and physically restrained him on the ground before he was taken away with non-life-threatening injuries. Officials state that Lakanwal is an Afghan national who entered the United States in 2021 through Operation Allies Welcome, the Biden administration's program that evacuated and resettled tens of thousands of Afghans after U.S. troops withdrew from Afghanistan. The initiative reportedly brought around 76,000 Afghans to the United States, many of whom had served alongside American soldiers as interpreters, logistics staff, and partners throughout the conflict. According to law enforcement sources, Lakanwal had been living in Washington state with his wife and 5 sons, and a relative told NBC that he previously served for a decade in the Afghan army, including at a Kandahar base with U.S. Special Forces. Authorities are still investigating his motives, as he has no prior criminal record, had been granted asylum earlier this year, and was reportedly shot 4 times before being transported to a hospital nearly undressed due to first aid intervention. Reacting to the shooting, President Trump said he was not at the White House at the time, but denounced the act instantly as an act of hatred, an act of evil, and an act of terror. Trump said the suspect arrived on what he called Biden's infamous flights from Afghanistan, describing the country as a hellhole on earth and asserting that the United States must re-examine every single Afghan allowed entry under the previous administration. Moments after Trump's message, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services announced a sweeping order stating that immigration processing for all Afghan nationals would be halted indefinitely pending a review of security and vetting protocols.